Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Welcome back to another episode of Post-Gym Pondering Jiu-Jitsu edition. Just finished up with Jiu-Jitsu class for the day. Not really class, it was open mat, so basically just sparring. A lot of fun. It's a great stress reliever for me personally. I grew up playing sports competitively, starting when I was like literally 5 or 6. The first thing I ever did like a tournament for was wrestling, which I was awful at. Grew up playing mainly basketball and baseball. Did a little bit of football. After I finally hung up basketball in college, my sophomore year of college, had to call it quits. Well, I didn't have to, but I did, long story short. And after that, I joined track for a little bit. I had done 1 year at track in high school. It was pretty cool. I had a good amount of success because I went to a pretty small school. So being relatively athletic, being a pretty good basketball player, baseball player, I found some success there, mainly in the jumping events. But tried to switch to that in college. Found out that, oh my goodness, college sports are a bit more of a commitment than high school sports. Even if we only practice once a day, it's like 2.5, 3 hour practices. And it didn't last long for me. Decided that it would be a good idea to just hang it up and I thought I was going to, use all that time to focus on school and just working out, just lifting weights. Ended up freeing up even more time for me to just get drunk like 2, 3, 4, sometimes even 5 days a week. I was still working out though. I did stay very consistent with working out, and to this day I'm still working out consistent. But all that to say, like, I've been needing to scratch the competitive desire within, and working out, it gets you active, and you can compete with yourself to a degree. It's never truly the same unless you're actually competing against other people. And in jiu-jitsu, especially when you're sparring, when you're rolling, you're literally, the goal is to make the other person submit, like make the other person tap out because you have them in a submission, right? And so just that constant battle of fighting for position and defending when you mess up, or they just hit a move really good or something and gain an advantage, and you have to defend and get out of that precarious situation and then go on the attack, and just this constant back and forth, this constant struggle, this physical struggle. It's a physical altercation, but like in a controlled environment where nobody's throwing punches, nobody's throwing kicks. When you tap, it's over, or you stop and reset. No, just competing, just it's literally like 1v1, like who not even necessarily who is stronger, because like one of the main people I roll with is 19 years older than me, and it's probably, I don't know how tall he is actually, 5'10", 5'11", something like that, and like 160, 165. I'm 6'3", 205. Clearly just have size on him. Definitely have some muscle mass on him, but he's a mechanic, and he's just been at it longer than I have, and he's got way better technique than I do, and just his muscles in those close quarter situations. Because I work out, I can lift heavy weights in certain ranges of motion, but he's been doing this, and he's been fine tuning muscles within these short distances for years, whereas I've been at it for just months now. Just because it doesn't matter how big and strong you are, basically what I'm trying to say, it's this battle. Yes, strength does help, but also, tactical thinking and logic and kind of playing physical chess, but it's physical, but it's chess. It's physical and it's chess at the same time. It's not just mental, and it's not just physical. It's not just brute strength. It's not just pick this weight up or something like that. It's just a constant struggle, and it gives a huge adrenaline rush, and it just scratched that itch that I had in my life, this desire, this need for some sort of competitiveness. And I feel like it's made me better in all aspects of my life. I feel like I do a better job at work. I feel like I'm a better boyfriend in my relationship. I feel like I'm a better son, a better brother, a better everything. For one, just again, the competitive urge, the competitive desire, but also too, I grew up in a very small town, a safe place. Grew up knowing everybody at my school, small school. I've literally never been in a physical altercation, a fight, or of any sort, really, at all. No, just at all, period. And so there was always this thing, especially the more and more I'm working out, like, what is this for? Like, am I even, do I know, would I know what to do? Like, could I handle myself? Could I defend someone, or would I just get my ass kicked? And now it's like, well, at the very least, like, because I'm getting to the point where, if you don't know how jiu-jitsu works, there's a belt system, and it goes white, blue, purple, brown, black, and within those you get stripes on your belt. Each belt has 4 stripes. Other than, I think black belt might be different. It takes a while to progress. I have 1 stripe on my white belt, but it's getting to the point where I can like hold my own, and not like, I'm not beating people up. I'm not like tapping people out over and over again. Far from it. I land submissions like rarely still, very rarely. I landed a couple today. Like 2, literally 2. And I probably got tapped, 15-ish times today. Probably, like, I'm getting a lot better. That might be like, oh my God, don't you hurt? Isn't that like, how is that fun? I don't know, go try it. That's all I can really say. It's hard to describe until you're like experiencing those, like you're doing something difficult, you're doing something you don't know how to do, and you're literally subjecting yourself to getting your ass kicked. It's not like most people probably don't view that as something that they would like to do in their free time. Like, they'd rather curl up on the couch and watch Netflix or scroll TikTok, like I used to do all the time, literally all the time, in all my free time, or play video games or whatever else, sit there and munch on junk food mindlessly. You get this crazy feeling from doing things that are difficult, and like learning also, because at the same time as I'm like getting my ass whooped day in and day out, like I am learning, I am improving, I'm able to, like go a whole round with someone and not get tapped out. Some people I'm starting to actually like be able to be in control of, like not necessarily like they can still defend and stop me from submitting them, but like I'm starting to be able to control some of these matches, some of these sparring rounds. And it's just that feeling of improvement, that feeling of I'm learning this, I'm starting to understand this more. And yeah, being strong definitely helps too. There's no way around it. Just having muscle on your body, you're literally able to produce more force. You're able to just move stuff, you're able to lift stuff, you're able to like grab someone's wrist and just they can't do anything with that arm anymore, because you have a strong fucking grip on their wrist, and you're flexing your arm so your elbow joint is just stuck in place, and they literally can't do anything with that arm, even if they want to. Now it's like, I know, like I walk around with so much less tension and stress and anxiety in my body, because like I don't feel all that worried about like if someone were to run up out of nowhere, or like somebody was being aggressive towards me, or somebody that I care about, like in public, like for whatever reason. It's like it's getting to the point where it's like they're threatening or already have caused harm, and it's like, okay, well, don't cross this specific boundary. If you stay on the right side of this boundary, like we're good. But if you step on or over this, like night time, I never wanted to come to that, but you know what I'm saying, like not kill someone, not hurt someone, just a little blood choke so they don't get any blood to their brain for about 5 seconds, and then they're just napping. Literally causes no harm. It's like a self-defense thing at the end of the thing. It's like, oh, self-defense, but you're choking someone? Well, yeah, like, no, they can't hurt you if they're napping. You know what I mean? And I'm not like trying to encourage violence or anything, but I'm just saying, like, I was walking around for so long, and like back in college and shit, especially when I first started dating my girlfriend, it's like, you want to be that masculine dude who your girl, when she's around you, feels safe. Like she knows for a fact that like nothing's going to happen to her. And I'm pretty sure she did feel that way, because I was able to put on like a good enough like confidence act. Like, even if you're not confident, act like you are. If you're going to be nervous, be the only person that knows you're shitting bricks, something like that. Sounds pretty good, right? But now, like, I don't have to fake it. Like, because at the very least, if somebody comes at me thinking like they're gonna be able to just one over on me, which, unless they're like a really big dude, because like, guys, I'm not gonna lie, you should lift weights, and you should just plan on it being a lifelong thing, because I'm not even 4 years in, I'm 3.5 years in, and like, just like the respect you'll get from being a bigger frame, from having some broad shoulders, from having a thick neck, even though my neck is kind of, I need to train my neck, because my neck is it's falling behind. But like you got broad shoulders, you got a thick neck, you got a freaking big biceps, big triceps, your chest bulges out of your shirts. Like, you get respect when you look like that. You do. You just do, from everybody. And you'll still get disrespected, yes, especially from people who are very, very self-conscious about themselves and don't like the way they look. Those people, a lot, not all of them, but some of them will, like, you know, attack you just because as a reflection of their own insecurities, and it is what it is. Jiu-jitsu does something to my brain, because this whole video I've just been kind of, even if I'm stumbling still over words and stuff, like I'm just kind of flowing and talking really fast because my brain is just like wide awake and open. And I've also had like 400 milligrams of caffeine today, so that's probably something to do with it too. But it was a great day of jiu-jitsu. It was honestly a great weekend overall. Yesterday I went to actual jiu-jitsu class, and then me and my girlfriend spent pretty much the entire afternoon shopping for Christmas stuff and just some stuff we needed. And then we somehow still ended up having to make a stop after church this morning to pick up a few more groceries. But, you know, that's how it goes. Doing our own thing, you know, hanging out with only very close friends, and every now and then, you know, focused on just our relationship, our families, and not much else, just building a life together. And just, you know, it's been awesome. It's been fun. It's more and more fun every single day. Yeah, going home for Thanksgiving. 3-day work week, so that's gonna be cool. Gonna go work out at my home gym. It's the gym I started at, really, like my consistent weightlifting journey. But I'm home. My girlfriend's actually she's up rearranging the apartment right now, some of it, just because she got like a random spur of inspiration. And low-key, I've been thinking the same thing for like the way she introduced it, like the concept. I was like, I've literally been thinking about this for a long time. So she's been working on that. I'm gonna go see the progress she's made, and hopefully I can get up there and give her some help before. Hopefully she hasn't finished it all, but it's probably looking pretty awesome up there. I'm excited. We're making space for me to finally set up a desk and set up my PC, because I kept my PC with me from when I had, like, it's like a gaming PC. I kept it with me just because I was like, well, one day, whatever, you know, maybe I'll want a game, or it'll be useful for work. And lo and behold, a year and a half later, I'm starting to make content, and it'll be great to edit on that instead of my like 6-year-old laptop. No hate. Great thing. Worked great. Got me through college. Thank you, mom and dad. It was a high school graduation present. No, by no means am I going to throw it away, but it'll just be nice. Like, you know, the thing's fighting for its life, editing these videos and exporting them in 4K. Like, it's not built for it. But yeah, been rambling a little too long. Well, whatever. I'll ramble as long as I want. But I want to get up there. I'm running out of breath. I got a dry mouth. Jiu-jitsu's tough. Jiu-jitsu is that's the other thing. It's very good exercise, very good cardio, and it'll strengthen you as well. But anyways, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all so much. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.